Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Benjamin here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite makeup topics is how to apply blush over the age of 60. And if you're like me and you're over the age of 60, you can find that applying blush can be a little bit challenging. So in today's video, we're going to go over some of the things I have found help me to strategically place my blush so that it lifts as opposed to sagging. So if that interests you, continue watching. So as we age, our skin has a tendency to get a little drier. There's a little bit more texture on the skin, and there's also some saggingness. So everything has a tendency to go south. I think we all know that once we hit a certain age. But that doesn't mean you still can't be beautiful and apply a blush so that you're glowing and healthy looking. But there are ways to do it so that it does work for you as opposed to working against you. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to apply that blush so it's lifting and glowing and just makes you sparkle a little bit more. So if you've been wondering how to apply blush so it works for you, then continue watching. So first things first, mature skin loves hydration. So I've already applied my moisturizer. I'll leave the one that I used up here, as well as a primer. So I use this primer here, which is also a primer and a moisturizer from Bobbi Brown. And a good primer will go a long way. So there are some great affordable options too for primers. CeraVe has a moisturizing primer, as well as e.l.f. has a hydrating primer too. And again, this part is really important. Okay, now let's talk blush. I recommend using a cream blush, or if you are going to use a powder blush, make sure that it's a finely milled one. You don't want one that's going to lay in your fine lines and any dryness that you might have on your skin. You want something that's going to look dewy and fresh and moisturized. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be using this one here from Westman Atelier, and it looks like this. And it kind of matches with my lip color. I have a tendency to match my blushes to my lip color. So if you want to see what a good natural color for your cheeks would be as far as a blush, pinch your cheeks and see what color it turns to. Choosing the right color is key. Mature skin loves like soft pinks, warm corals, and peachy colors. So any of the harder colors like the reds and the bright pinks and the purples will just add to like the sagginess of your skin. And we don't want to do that. We really want to just keep it soft and glowy and hydrated looking. Okay, so placement is everything when it comes to mature skin, and for years and years it was put it on the apples of your cheeks. So when we smile, we see that our cheeks are nice and high, but then when we leave our face naturally, you can see it kind of falls. When you're younger, when you smile, your cheeks stay up here. As we age, they just have a tendency to droop a little bit more. So placement, like I said, is everything. So a good rule of thumb is for me, it's like go to the apples of your cheeks and then go right above the apple of your cheek. So which lands about here, right? So that's like right below the corner of my eye here. Another good rule is to take 3 fingers. For the longest time, I used to be able to take 2, but now I take 3 fingers and I apply the blush right above here, right? And I don't bring it, I bring it upwards. Everything should be drawn upwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blush here. This is the blush from Westman Atelier, and it's called Petal. And it is a warm peachy color that looks pretty much the same color as when I pinched my cheeks, the color that popped up. I'm going to take this brush here. It's a little bit denser. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the cream. I'm going to dip this in here, right? Pat it around. I'm going to go and I'm going to knock a little bit off on the top of my hand, right? I don't want to go in there too harsh. And then I'm going to take the 3 fingers, right? And go here. And I'm going to place the blush right here. And I'm going to kind of go upwards. And keep going up this way. And can you see already how that kind of lifts up and kind of like brightens up my eye area? Yeah, that's a good placement. And for reference, all I have on right now is my, I have my foundation on. And I'm just gonna kind of follow that and bring it up. And I dab it in just so I have a little bit more control over where the placement is. Okay, let's go over and do the other side. I take the 3 fingers, I'm gonna put my fingers here at the corner of my nose, and then right here, and I'm just gonna go up with that. And you can see it better on this side because I didn't pinch my cheek over here, so you can really see where, and I want a little bit heavier so you can see. And if you do get a little too heavy up and through here, you can just take your foundation brush that you put your foundation on, or a sponge, and just kind of soften that up a little bit. I certainly don't want to bring any attention to the hollows in here either, so. But that's a good area for placement of it, and just kind of bring it up towards the top of your ear. Just keep going upwards with it. So this gives a subtle lift to the face with counteracting any sagginess. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show you what happens when you put the blush down too low on your face. So I'm gonna take that same brush, go in there, and here we go. And this is the apples of my cheek. Can you see how all of a sudden my eye looks like it's sagging? This part here, it accentuates my labial fold here, and everything just looks harder and harsher looking, and just really accentuates the sagginess compared to the side over here where it's more lifted. And there you have it, blush that enhances you no matter what your age is. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video and you gained any value from it, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.